"Dogs talk, but only to those who know how to listen," is a touching quote by Orhan Pamuk, which tells us that to be able to talk to dogs, we should learn their language by catching up behind their visual signals, so we can develop a stronger relationship with our pets. And with that being said, let's check out some hidden meanings behind common dog behaviors. But before that, make sure to like and subscribe if you love dogs. We're going to start with yawning. Now, all of us yawn at some point in time, but you might be wondering why a dog yawns. Unlike the belief of most people, yawning does not always mean that dogs are sleepy. Dogs yawn for different reasons, and knowing why can tell us a bit about their feelings. Some people think that dogs only yawn when they're tired, just like us. But it's important to note that dogs can yawn for reasons other than being tired. For example, dogs can yawn if they're stressed. And in the same way that we take a deep breath to calm ourselves through stressful moments, dogs yawn to ease their stress levels. In brief, how do we know if a dog yawns because of tiredness or stress? We need to watch him closely. Usually, a sleepy yawn is served with other indices of tiredness, such as droopy eyes, a relaxed body, and a feeling of lethargy. However, the yawn that comes in stress relief may be evoked by something specific, such as a vibrant noise, a crowded place, or a tense interaction with another dog. It should be known that yawning is contagious among dogs, just as it is among humans. And if you notice that your dog yawns after another dog is yawned, it shows that they are bonding with each other. Next, we're going to talk about them licking their genitals. This is something that really gives a shock to most people, but for dogs, it's just another normal aspect of their grooming session. To be honest, they're quite a tidy bunch of animals, and the way they lick themselves is just another way on how they achieve cleanliness in their bodies. Mostly, it happens to those breeds that have skin problems or allergies. But when licking goes overboard, it is an area for concern. This could also be a signature for some disease skin infection and result in irritated skin, hair loss, and foul smell. So what are the things that you should be worried about? Watch out for the frequency and intensity of the licking, as well as any possible symptoms including redness and swelling. If you observe any change in your dog's behavior or appearance, make sure to get your vet to check them out. The vet will also put your dog to a comprehensive examination to arrive at the cause of this behavior and recommend appropriate remedies for it. These options can be antibiotics for infections, dietary changes, or behavioral modification techniques for stress or anxiety. Another thing we're going to talk about is chewing. Well, dogs, they just love to chew stuff, and it feels almost natural for them to do so, and it's like how we all breathe air. However, this is not at all accidental though, and it meets different needs in their lives. This could be done, for example, to soothe the ache of the teething process. Young puppies can experience discomfort and itching in their gums when their adult teeth start coming in. They get relief from the pain and feeling satisfied by chewing the food. It's also an unusual way for dogs to handle stress or anxiety. In the same way that we might chew our nails when we're nervous, dogs might bite and chew on different things so as to relax when they're emotional. These social and intelligent creatures require both mental and physical stimulation. They can become destructive and keep chewing items if they are bored and lonely. In order to tackle this natural behavior of chewing by dogs, it's necessary to provide them with their own toys. Ensure that they have some playthings as well to be kept busy. But stay with us because the next few signs might surprise you. Barking is something that dogs just naturally do. It's no mystery. In fact, it can actually tell a story. Dogs bark due to multiple purposes, and their barks contain messages about what they want us to know. They deem it necessary to bark when they sense something unfamiliar and maybe dangerous, or just to chat with their doggy mates. The timbre, hue, and how many times the dog is barking may be other hints of what they're trying to convey. A high bark, which may signify that the dog is happy, while a low growl can probably indicate fury. The way a dog barks is as significant as to tell you if it's scared or if it's worried. Besides the situation, when a dog barks, we have to look into that too. One instance would be when a canine barks wildly to alert you of the intrusion of someone in its territory, or they might also bark weakly if they're looking to play with you. Another thing that dogs might do is eating quickly. The fast eating behavior that is so typical of many canines, however, is a sign of which you need to worry. Although it might not look as critical, fast eating can be an unhealthy habit that can cause health issues to our four-legged friends like choking, digestion problems, and obesity. Many people ask this question, but why do dogs consume their food rapidly? Honestly, anxiety would be my number one concern. A dog that is feeling anxious or unsure may gulp down his food shortly as a way of regulating his internal feelings. This occurs much more frequently among street dogs who have been rescued by some kind individuals. However, the pack members also do the same when they're used to scrapping for food and want to make sure they get enough to satisfy their hunger. But it doesn't matter what the specific reason is, just eating too fast is definitely harmful for the dog's health. Well, the thing is, when these jelly beans may eat like wild animals, they may also swallow a lot of air as a side dish. And that is what actually leads them to becoming bloated and have tummy problems. Also, it may put them at high risk of choking if they're unable to chew first and try to swallow larger chunks. Hence, this raises the question, what can you do for your pet to enjoy more and eat slower? A good choice is with a snail feeder bowl. Such bowls possess a ledge design that can slow down food consumption in dogs. Another thing that dogs might do is changing ear positions. These head movements discuss how your dogs talk with you through them. It can even tell you how your dog is feeling and what they desire. In other words, when your dog's ears are pricked up and turned forward, it indicates that they're listening to everything around them carefully. It's all being recorded in their minds, all the sights and sounds. This typically happens when your pet is in a state of high alert and is ready for anything that can be seen as danger. Contrary to that, when a dog's ears are pressed back and against its head, it's a sign of fear. This may be due to a loud noise, new environment, or something that they think is dangerous. That's why they endeavor to appear as small as possible and less dangerous. Likewise, if your dog's ears are a little pulled back but still perked up, then that might suggest that they're a bit shy. And if their ears are turned to the side, it means that they're feeling relaxed and content. Another thing is stretching. Dogs can stretch quite well, just like humans, but there are different circumstances which explain it, and I think this is extremely important for them. Thus, it's understood that dogs instinctively stretch to appease their human friends. Just like we give hugs or handshakes when we meet our friends, dogs perform the same greeting gestures to tell their owners that they are so happy to reunite. Maybe you will become aware of your pet stretching when you get home from work and when he sees his long-lost friend again. Moreover, stretching helps dogs warm up to any physical exercise. It does not matter whether they're going out for a walk, running a mile, or playing the fetch game. Stretching makes their muscles flexible and helps with preventing injuries from exercise. This activity not only positively affects the dog's health, but it also has a positive influence on their mental and emotional well-being. It allows them to calm down, let off stress, and feel alright mentally. Just as meditation balances our bodies and minds, stretching has the same effect on the four-legged friends. The last thing we're going to talk about is the wagging of the tail. Dogs, aware of their emotions, start acting out by wagging their tails to express their feelings to the whole world. Yet it is often not realized that apparently simple wagging of a tail can in fact be more than that. For example, a higher wagging tail usually means that your pet is excited, and not wagging at all is indicative of dullness. The pirouette, the direction, and the pace of the tail also provide you information about the mood of the dog. A wag that is too long or too slow with signs of tension might mean that the dog is upset, but one that has a relaxed body and is wagging it slowly indicates that he is content. It's because of these little gestures that you yourself will detect the dog's feelings, and this will bring a complete connection between you and your canine. And it's okay if your dog doesn't wag his tail either. Certain dogs have crooked tails, while others might find other ways of self-expression. See if you can detect other signs of happiness, like a relaxed body, bright eyes, and a wagging tongue. That's all we got for today. Feeling like you've already understood your canine buddy? Then let us know in the comments down below. Now that you understand some everyday behaviors of your pet, aren't you curious to learn about dog sleeping positions and what it reveals about him? Well, be sure to watch this video to find out.